Hello, everybody, and I am here today to do a very different tarot pull. Usually, I do it for the full moons and the new moons and things like the equinoxes. And today, I want to tell you a story first and then do the tarot pull. And the story I want to tell you about is how I met the redwoods and why I know for a fact that they are magical portals, especially the particular tree that found me. And you know, when I was a baby into my childhood, every year I went to go visit my aunt with my family, and I would go to Arcata, California, which is in the middle of Humboldt County, where these giant, oh my God, they're just so powerful. There are no words for how big and beautiful and ancient these trees are. Like, you can't see the tops of them. You look up and all you see is bark, just like trunks going up to the heavens. And so I fell in love with those trees. And I have my whole life, since I could drive myself, which was my late teens, I have gone there once a year, for used to be a week when I had a job. Now that I am my job and I run the Healing Woods, I go for a month. So once a year for a month, I'm in these beautiful woods. I can't put into words how powerful these trees are. They are portals of manifestation. And I'm going to tell you one story, but know that there's hundreds, but I'm just going to do a short video here. So we're going to do one story. I was in Altadena living in a very tiny cottage. And I knew that I wanted to open the Healing Woods up, and it had to be in person because at that point, this was like early 2000s, I was doing massage. So I can't do massage online, right? So I needed to have a bigger house to open up a massage table and have clients come to me. And so I went to Humboldt for my yearly journey, and I was meditating inside that tree. That is a picture that I had done by Emsky, who's an amazing artist, a mural on that wall. And that is the tree. It had a little opening, or I should say a big opening, like the size of like a small room, where I could walk in, lay down, and meditate. And so I was meditating and thinking about the house I wanted to bring in. And basically, I wanted a house just like my cabin. I loved my little cottage and, with the trees all around it. I just wanted it bigger, and I wanted a fireplace, and I wanted wood floors. Like, I was making a list of very specific things that I wanted in this new home. Literally, at the end of that meditation, I receive a phone call, and it's my landlord. And so, my landlord owned a bunch of different houses in Altadena, and I let her know, like, I'm ready to upgrade. I'm ready to be in a bigger home, but I love you guys as landlords. So let me know if anything comes up, if you get like a 2-bedroom or like a bigger place. And so she let me know, somebody left, and I can look at it before it even goes on the market, but I need to get there like in a few days and make a decision, or else they're going to put it out to the rest of the world. So I got back from my trip and I walked in, and it was everything I put on my list, literally everything, down to, the hardwood floors. I had a fireplace, the 2 bedrooms, like everything felt perfect in this place. So that, and I moved, that ended up being the home that I lived in Altadena for the last 15 years before the Eaton fire took it away. And so much magic was created in that space with my clients, and now I've moved on from massage, and I'm doing, all things that can be done online, like distance Reiki, readings, hypnotherapy, coaching, all of these things that are online now. But those first, I'd say 10, 15 years of the Healing Woods grew in that beautiful space. And I love that house for that. So Redwood Magic is where I do literally the same thing for you. You give me a list of everything you want. It could be anything in life. This is the time. And I'm going to be in Humboldt at the trees that I always work with, that I have a long-standing relationship with, and I will be creating a Reiki grid for all of your intentions, like a crystal Reiki grid in the middle of a tree, and be sending you a video of that so you can connect to it. You will get 24 hours of Reiki sent to whatever your intention is. You will also get a tarot card pulled at the end, and you will get a ritual candle where I will put Reiki into it. I will put oils and herbs, that bring in whatever it is that you're focused on, that I will be burning very safely in my cabin, not in the forest. Don't worry. So this is something that I only do once a year because I'm only out in the redwoods once a year. So I'm going to do just a tarot pull on Redwood Magic for you, and ask for the collective, like, what will this do? How will this help the person watching? Lovely. The universe. So it's going to definitely open doors. These forests, I feel they are so tall. They're like the tallest living things. And so as I'm in the inside of them, right, in the root system of them, and meditating, sending Reiki up through these giants, these ancient giants, I almost look at it as like they're almost like a telephone to the universe, because they're the closest living thing, that's up there, that's still rooted in the ground, right? Like birds are about the only taller thing that's happening out there. And so when I do the Reiki in the grid, in this tree, it's not only like the power of the redwoods is making it grow this way on the earth, like it's sending it out, but it's also sending it up. And so the universe is going to hear your call. Also, Reiki is universal light energy. So it's bringing in the cosmos, the earth energy, and then the magic, right? So I love this. So the universe is calling. It's saying, what would you like? How can I help you? Get your ticket to Redwood Magic and let me help you with that. All right. Thanks, guys.